Hello friends! The Internal Revenue Service has just released a new update on the next round of checks that will be going out very soon. Lawmakers in the Senate are urging that more funding be passed as soon as possible. Friends, here's your latest stimulus news and information. Please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. I will be giving away a $75 Walmart gift card 4 days a week. If you would like to enter tomorrow's giveaway, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chance of winning the giveaway. U.S. Senators Sherrod Brown and Sheldon Whitehouse, who are members of the Senate Finance Committee, recently led their Senate colleagues in sending a letter to the Internal Revenue Service Commissioner, Charles Redding. The lawmakers did so in requesting information about the tax return backlog. The letter also expressed concerns about the broader effect budget constraints are having on taxpayers.
Well, if you're an American in this last year and you didn't get a 10% pay raise, you had a de facto pay cut because, as was pointed out, the leader mentioned, inflation has been coming in hot, really hot, 9.1% year over year. And if you look at that, how that impacts across different products that people have to buy on a daily basis, groceries are up on average 12%, utility gas on average up 38%, and gasoline that you buy at the pump is up almost 60% year over year, and almost 90% since President Biden took office. And so a lot of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and in many cases having to either put things on their credit card or dip into their savings if they have any, but it's put a tremendous economic strain on families in this country who continue to struggle with the impact of this extraordinary run-up in inflation. And of course, it all got started over a year ago when the Democrats passed their $1.9 trillion tax and spending spree. In that case, it was just a spending spree. But it's the textbook definition of too many dollars chasing too few goods. So the economy got overstimulated. They flooded the zone with so much money, and the American people are feeling the impact of it today. And so what is their solution? It's to spend more and to tax more. As the leader pointed out, the Democrat position on taxes seems to evolve from day to day, but the one thing we know is they want to raise taxes, they want to grow and expand government, and how much is only subject to how many ever Democrats they can get to vote for this, which right now, thankfully, is only 48. But I, for the American people, fear what could happen if the Democrats are able to get the last two to get on board with some sort of a tax increase. I think that
the lawmaker stated, "We are very concerned about the unprocessed tax return backlog, ongoing customer service challenges, and the effect of Internal Revenue Service budget constraints on the agency's ability to serve taxpayers." While the vast majority of taxpayers who were able to file electronically received the refunds they were owed, delayed refunds can pose a significant hardship for the millions caught in the backlog. In addition to Brown and Whitehouse, Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden and Senators Mark Warner, Elizabeth Warren, and Robert Menendez signed the letter. Last month, the National Taxpayer Advocate, an independent organization within the IRS, reported that 21.3 million tax returns remain unprocessed. That is 7% more than at the same time last year. In their letter, the senators noted that budgetary cuts and staff shortages led to agency-wide delays that have hit millions of Americans and small businesses. Since 2010, GOP-led budget cuts shrunk the Internal Revenue Service's funding by 20%, even as the number of individual tax filers grew by 19%. Congress also charged the IRS with getting new relief programs working and available, which further strained the agency. Senator Brown and his colleagues recognized agency-wide efforts to speed up IRS's operations and requested written answers on how the agency will improve taxpayer services. Additionally, the senators inquired how the Internal Revenue Service could use additional funds to avoid similar delays in the near future. So friends, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that the Internal Revenue Service needs to improve their services? Please let me know in the comment section below. The IRS is also issuing various balance due notices, including Notice CP14, which is a notice of tax due and demand for payment. The CP14 is a balance due notice informing you that you owe money for unpaid taxes. According to tax experts, the notice requests that a payment be made within 21 days. If the balance due is not fully paid within 60 days, the IRS can proceed with collection activity. Taxpayer advocates have stated it's in your best interest to pay your tax debt as soon as possible to limit the penalties and interest that the IRS may charge you. Friends, the key word for this video is Lake Monroe. If you would like to enter tomorrow's Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Lake Monroe, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And please make sure that you're also subscribed to my channel. But as the Federal Reserve decides just how much to raise interest rates, commodity prices have a lot to do with today's high inflation and the rate hikes designed to halt it. And that affects everyone. The Fed is widely expected to raise interest rates by 3/4 of a percentage point at its meeting ending Wednesday. This is in response to the blistering 1.3% gain in consumer prices in June. That brought 12-month inflation to a 41-year high of 9.1%. Nearly half of the monthly gain reflects just the impact of energy commodities like oil and natural gas. Despite admitting in May that she'd been wrong about the path inflation would take, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said this week that she expects the Federal Reserve's policies to be successful. She told NBC News the Fed is charged with putting in place policies that will bring inflation down, and I expect them to be successful. The Biden administration, including Janet Yellen, previously dismissed concerns about rising costs and said that the contributing factors were transitory. Millions of Americans are being affected by inflation in many different ways. Prices for used vehicles have skyrocketed over the past 2 years, with consumers shelling out an average of $11,000 more than they would under normal market conditions. The average listing price for a used vehicle climbed to $33,341 in June, which is a 0.5% increase from the previous month. That is just $200 below a previous peak recorded in March. So friends, please let me know in the comment section below if you've recently purchased a vehicle. Well, thank you so much, friends, for joining me here today. I greatly appreciate every single one of you who are watching my videos daily. Remember, friends, I'll be announcing a winner tomorrow, so please stay tuned for the video and the keywords. Thanks, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed Monday.